Awesome. Welcome, everyone, to another week of Hackmaster. A little bit of news. Unfortunately, due to real life reasons, Shannon or Hidden Trader will no longer be joining us on the stream. So we'll miss her, and if she ever wants to come back, we'll be here hacking away. But unfortunately, you're stuck with just the lot of us. Last time we played, you guys had journeyed down into this strange dungeon that you had discovered after getting a little bit more assistance and healing. You had switched out your WrestleMania character for Macheni, who is more of the Elven Ranger, and you had proceeded down in here. You had bypassed a flame trap by finding a secret door beneath it, and found a strange room with several statues of, I believe it was gargoyles, and a palisade which dropped on you. You managed to bend the bars of the palisade so that you could get Macheni in, and you guys started exploring several rooms. Basically, anytime you ran into a locked door, you guys just avoided it and kept going, which has brought you down here to this large room with a small underground river dividing it and a rickety bridge. At this point, both doors were locked, and so you decided to go back and get assistance. And that assistance, in this case, takes the form of Willie. And I guess it falls down to another question: is that Kara, aka Hidden, is missing or gone, and does she take does she take Sharesh with her, or do you guys want to keep her protege and then take
I don't think that was
Sharesh
even
under
her
one of your
protege. I
arms?
think that was just her mercenary.
Oh yeah, not her protege, her mercenary, her hired henchman. So there's, like, since it isn't a protege, there's not really any direct attachment to her. So if you guys want, she could, Sharesh could be one of yours, or one of your mercenaries, or you could also, if you don't want Sharesh could just be like have left with Kara.
I'll go ahead and take custody of Sharesh's contract if she wants to stick around then.
Okay. So maybe what happens is you guys go to retrieve Sharesh and Kara and these folks, and Sharesh says, Kara's gone. She left when you went down there. She said she got tired of all this this looting of weird ruins and dangerous goblins, and she thought she left the mines to get away from goblins. She doesn't want any part of this.
Oh, well, I suppose that's fair, but, well, I'm not sure wandering alone in the dungeon is going to solve that. I mean, in the jungle is going to solve that.
I tried to stop her, but she points at the crazy wizard you've met. He said one of his friends was going to go with her, and I guess that was enough to convince her to go.
You know, an even more damning thing is that she stole from us. I'm saying this out of character. She stole from us, right? Now she's taking that money with her. Damn you!
in true thief fashion, she's managed the perfect heist.
That's right, it's your fault she's leaving with your money. That's exactly how you do it.
Did she have some of the party loot, or did she have?
Yeah, she took a disproportionate amount of the loot because she stole it without us knowing about it.
Oh, right.
I mean, I'm not complaining about it. It's just
to the point I don't even remember.
Yeah, no, I just remember making a joke of it because it was funny. But she did it, and now she's getting away with it.
Curse you! So, Kara has successfully escaped, maybe to return at another time. And you guys are all down here. Is this where you wanted to reconvene, in this large room with this river through it? Or
Yeah, I think
Okay.
this is good right now.
If you remember, since you can't see, unfortunately, what you had gone through before, you had passed by. There's a four-way intersection of hallways with two other doors that were locked that you had not gone through.
Oh, right. Back up there with the statue.
One thing is we're currently streaming on just chatting. Is that what you want to do?
Damn it, Griff. Hold on. No, you got just keep going.
Just
keep
chatting
going
about D&D.
Just keep going. This is me.
All right, no worries. I just wanted to let y'all know. Yeah, so you had gone through that strange room with the gargoyles. One had 3 arms and kept repeating, "The wolves cannot leave." You had found 2 doors, and then you had found stairs going down. You had gone down to that enormous room that was full of a golden door with wolves, an eagle door, a rat door. You proceeded down through the rat door and down to this level. So, what would you like to do?
So, Willie, now that you're down here, you know how to unlock doors, right?
Do I look like a rogue?
Does he
Well, that
look
wasn't
like
the
a rogue?
question.
Does he
Great
look like a
question.
rogue?
What does Willie look like?
I
That's a
can
good
sense by your
question.
evasiveness it may be true.
He's a little older human, about 30 years old, golden hair. Not exactly dirty, but you can tell it's a little bit rugged. You can tell he's new with the whole adventure thing, so getting his accent start out later in life. But if right now, he does have a weapon, but he doesn't look exactly melee heavy, so you can tell might have a little bit something to him.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
I
good.
can't open doors that good. Maybe just stick my sword in the hole and hope for the best.
Hmm. Well, let's put a pin in that. We'll put it through other parts of the door.
Sure, we'll put a pin in the hole. Maybe that'll help.
Right. Anyway, well, before we begin bashing it down, we can in fact head back upstairs. Lon will go ahead and cross the bridge again.
Yep. It holds up to any of you guys' weight moving over it, especially since you've had Garciv go across it. There's some concern that if all of you were on this bridge, the bridge might collapse, but at the moment, crossing it isn't going to cause anything dangerous to happen.
I'm sure we could also just jump straight into the water if we all like. We could bypass the breaking the bridge part entirely.
I don't mind at all. Let's go with the flow. Whatever feels right in the moment.
It could always take us somewhere.
You never know.
But I take it none of us are feeling quite that insane. But
No,
well,
that's
now that but now that we're all together, let's go ahead and proceed back up the stairs and see if we can start working with any of the other doors.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move you together so that I can easily copy and paste you. What floor would you like to go to?
We're going back up to the statue.
The gargoyle statues or the wolf statue?
The wolf statue.
All right, so just up one floor.
Because I think those were open, right? Or openable, so.
So this is the next level up above, and through that door to the left, you can reach the. Let me shift you over. This is that second floor level, and through this room to the left is where the wolf statue is.
Thon will go ahead and step out. And we have our choice, I believe, of eagle and... Yeah, we can't do the wolf, so it is the eagle one.
Yes, that is the other room on the left side. It's an eagle door, but the background is all swathed in mist. You see graveyards and temples and all that in the background behind it.
Okay. Thon will wait for everyone to move up and choose how they want to be around here, just in case there's danger.
Danger.
You could imagine danger being here.
I am a strict no danger DM. As we all know, of course.
I'll move Shresh over here. And Thalon will go ahead and open the door at this point.
All right, so you go to try to open the door, and it is locked.
Oh. Well, I appear to have misjudged things. Every door is locked. Unfortunate. Well.
Oh. Yeah, so this this door is locked. You know this door is locked.
And I think this door was locked too.
I don't know if you tried it, but if you try it, yes, that door is also locked.
So the 2 downstairs are locked, the 3 here are locked, and the 2 upstairs are locked.
That is correct. So you have a lot of locked doors, and unfortunately, no lock picker.
Ah. Well, I suppose now's the time where we start trying to break things down.
It's a great time for that.
Well, my recommendation again is going to be, how about we go back downstairs and we try to break one of those doors first, and then start making our way across each door.
So work your way up.
So back to the 3rd level, right?
Yeah, so just back
Okay.
down the stairs.
All right, back down the stairs again.
Oh, we're gonna get it later now.
We're going to get a workout today.
Ooh, you're riling me up.
All right. Garciv wanna put Rat Dagger in this door. Can I?
You're gonna put that dagger you had that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to pick it with the dagger.
Right. Do you have lock picking at all?
It says no. It's pickpocket.
Yeah, you do have
Same thing.
pickpocket,
Yeah.
but lock picking
Right.
is different.
Yeah. I was excited for a second there. Well, I could try to smash the door down.
Yeah, so you pull out maybe you even pull out the rat dagger and you like make a big show of it and you fiddle around with the door. Which door would you like to try to fiddle around with, by the way? Do you want to move your character there?
Okay. The one over here.
The one here or here?
Right.
Okay. So you're over there and you start fiddling around and all you have out is your rat dagger and as a character or as a player you're not going to get it, but you're fiddling away at it, and as you're working on it you're just kind of making a little bit of noise. You hear a go away from the other side of the door.
I look at the dagger. Like it might be the dagger. I think the dagger talks.
Hold on one moment.
And
Thalon
then
is going to go ahead and cross the bridge.
I want to pick at the lock again with the dagger.
All right, so you keep picking at it and you hear stop what you're doing. No, don't do that.
Is that coming from the other side of the door?
It does sound like that.
Sounds like
Thalon
it's
will
from
go
the
ahead
dagger.
and knock heavily on it and go, open up this door this instant.
No, I refuse. Why would I open this door?
Because I'm tired of being thwarted today and I am already agitated.
I'm tired of being attacked by rats. Huh?
Well then we have the same problem. We will assist you with the rats. Just open the damn door.
Garciv killed all the rats. All gone.
You killed the rat?
Garciv killed them all.
Oh, delightful then. Are you all ready to come in?
Yes, please.
Then do it quickly. I don't know how many rats are out there, but you may have killed some. But quickly, come in. And you hear a click, and the door opens. It's opening ever so slightly, but it's dynamic lighting. So he opens the door just a crack, just enough so he can kind of peek out in first, and you see just a single a blue eye and a wrinkled face. and tattered gray hair kind of falling off from looks like an older human. And he opens it up and quick, come in. And he hobbles out to, he's got a little bit of a limp as he comes out, but he hobbles it open just enough that someone can come in, and he starts ushering you in. Please, come in quickly.
Garsif pushes himself in through the door.
All right, you can move yourself into this room.
Yep, come in.
You see the main feature in this room behind him as you're coming in is a large fountain in the very center of the room. There's another several doors, on each of the walls as well, but the main feature is just a single large fountain. And so you've come in, and I assume Suresh is following. Machete, you're a little bit far away, and what are you doing?
Holding down the rear.
Are you coming towards the door?
Yeah, I already took a few steps forwards. I just haven't crossed the bridge yet.
You take a few steps forwards, and he kind of like darts around and looks at you, and then shuts the door.
Cool.
I think that leaves Machete in darkness. Then.
Yep.
Yeah.
This man turns around and he goes, I'm sorry. There was no saving her. She was dead to the world. She was too far away. I couldn't keep the door open.
Alon will gently push him aside and open the door again.
No! You're letting in the darkness. And he's throwing himself at you bodily, trying to shut the door.
I want to bet that I'm just outright stronger than he is.
Yeah,
and I'm just gonna hold a hand on his head as he swings his arms cartoonishly. It's like, Machete, please come across the bridge.
It's not really even a fight in how weak this guy is. He's flailing at you. Stop! No! You'll let them in! Please! Shut the door!
No, I'm good. That room seems really annoying.
Oh, well, if that's what you wish, and I'll just close the door.
All right.
Garsif
You shut the door there.
Garsif goes over to the fountain and starts scooping some water into his mouth.
Okay, it is very refreshing. It's nice. It's surprisingly clear, crystal clear, almost as if you're drinking from straight from a mountain stream.
Good water.
Only the finest of rat water.
Yes.
In the center of the room is this fountain, and there's a single statue in the middle from which the water is spilling out of, and it's a baby angel holding a bow and arrow, and the water is spewing from the statue's mouth into this small pool. This room it's got a little bit of a funky smell to it. It kind of just now that you're so close to this guy, you can kind of see that smell is coming from him. It seems like he might have been in this room for a long time, and you can see in the corner, in this corner right here, you see there's a bedroll laid out, and maybe a candle or two, and several what looks like several books. It looks like he's been staying here for a while.
Well, now that that's over with, I suppose we should introduce ourselves. My name is the Lawn Red Spring.
Hello, my name is Phineas. Phineas Amity, at your service.
The pleasure.
He is a very pale man, but even though he's rather gaunt, it looks like he's got a Calamaran descent. But he looks like he's easily in his 40s or 50s. With the current shape he is, it's kind of hard to tell, and he looks especially haggard.
So, what are you doing down here? Were you part of Thalar's expedition?
Thalar, that is a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yes, you could say that. I was at one point. Is Thalar still kicking it?
He's still camping out up top.
Oh.
And remind me, GM, How long did Thalar
Yeah.
say he was like at this location?
He didn't really specify. He said he had found it, but he didn't say.
Yeah. Okay. I suppose it's perhaps been a few months. Would be my guess.
Months. I I've been down here for, so this is him, although he's not that big. He's a giant. He kind of wrings his hands, and he goes over to the wall where you see there's carvings etched into the stone itself. And now that you like, he's kind of brought his attention to it and he's running his hands over it. It looks like almost the entire wall from here down is covered in scratchings. Let me see. And he runs his hands over it. Well, it's been a lot longer than that. It's been almost 2 years. 2 years. Too
Thalar will
long,
like
long
raise
years.
an eyebrow. It's like 2 years down here. What have you possibly been surviving on? You definitely haven't been trying to deal with the rats.
Oh, no. I wouldn't try to deal with the rats. They're terrible. They killed everyone. Uh, uh, I've mainly been here drinking from that fountain. It's not great, but it's kept me alive.
I am not sure water alone can keep you alive.
He like wrings his hands. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I haven't left this room in 2 years, and there's certainly no one bringing me food.
I
Do you have
see.
any food? Do you?
I do. Here. And I will go ahead and pull out a set of rations and hand it over.
Oh, thank you so much, thank you. And he starts just ravaging into it. Oh, it tastes so good. I haven't tasted. What is this? Oh, hardtack. Oh, it's heavenly. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought I'd never see another human in all my days.
Well, you almost weren't fortunate. I think at one point none of my compatriots were humans. But, well, you're in luck today.
Well, I don't mind seeing elves or even dwarves, but or gnomes or halflings. It's just good to see anyone.
Well, I suppose now that we've had at least a little bit to eat, and you are safe, and you can even leave if you want.
I can leave, but how? How will I get past the you know what?
Why are you in the room?
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean. Do you mean the two gargoyle statues upstairs?
The rats.
Oh, the rats are gone.
Garza killed the rats. Rats all gone.
All of them?
Yes, we will even escort you up to the surface if that is what you wish.
Oh, yes. That would be great. That would be absolutely wonderful.
Wait. Why you stay in this room?
What do you mean?
Because
Why
of
you stay in
fear.
this room?
I was trapped. Me and my compatriots, we journeyed through that room. We were attacked by horribly massive rats. So there were so many of them. He shudders. They killed my compatriots, and I only barely just managed to escape here.
Why were you down here?
Why, the same reason you are, I assume, to seek the red wolf talisman.
Ah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that
Uh,
why you are
big.
here?
Here, sit down and tell us your story. Where does it begin? Where did you meet Thalar?
Well, I met Thalar a long time ago in Bapar to be honest, a far ways away from here. Does any of you know where Bapar is? Just
Not off the top of my head, but I might know.
all right. So here is the world map, and you might have to zoom out a little bit to take in this whole, like, to get both your location and Pabar. So you're down here in the jungle south of Ismosfam, and Pabar is far north, about almost directly north from where you are, about 270 feet. So it's not quite 300 feet away as where Ari was from, but in directly north is about 250. So it's
Yeah, across the entire map.
yeah, across the entire map. So it's several hundred feet, hundreds of miles away to the north.
To be fair, Machini is just as far away.
That's true.
That's not too far from my home.
Yes. So you would probably actually know, of Pabar. They speak Calamaran and Brandobian in Bapar, because Bapar is kind of the it sits on the mountain pass between the kingdom of Bapar. Oh, that is not easy to see, between the kingdom of Brandobia and the branched way, the young kingdoms that all speak Calamaran. So it speaks a blend of Calamaran and Brandobian, but he's speaking Samosish to you almost perfectly.
Okay.
So if we get back to this map here. Yes, I am from the kingdom of Bapar. I was a scholar. I worked at the library there, and I discovered several books which mentioned this place here, and that's where I met Thalar, and we decided to put together an expedition of sorts, and me as the expert would lead it down here, but we didn't do too well. We found a key, but then we found two keys even, but then we got lost down here and wounded, and several of my companions were hurt as it is, and then the rats came. There were so many of them.
So you found the keys. Well, that's a success. What came of them?
I still carry one key with me, and he reaches under his shirt and pulls out a leather thong with a silver key on it. I have this silver key here, and as for we found the gold key as well, but my companion, he died in the last room there. He was a strong man. I could have never imagined he would die. He was a giant Deji by the name of what was his name? They slipped through my mind so easily at this age and after so long. I also can't remember what his name was as a person.
Yeah, just go ahead and leave it at that and don't even give him the name.
Yeah, he was in that room. He was fighting rats. The last vision I had of him was surrounded by rats, fighting them off from every angle. When I shut the door, all I could hear was his screams of rage and pain as he fought the rats. But I do not know what became of him. Yes, Maloric. Maloric was his name. Yes.
Well, we didn't see his key over there, so I can only assume maybe the rats moved it somewhere. Somehow. I don't know why rats would want a key, but
I
there
do
we
not
have
know
it.
either. Did you find any skeletons in there? Maybe the key was on them.
What room? What the room we were just in?
Yeah, the room
Yeah.
you're just in.
I don't remember the details from last time. I don't think there were any skeletons in that room, were there?
There were several skeletons laying, just scattered across the floor. That's where a number of the rats were feeding on them or just swarming around them.
Okay, so we can go ahead and go back and investigate in a bit.
You
Uh,
had done a cursory look over them and searched through them, and you hadn't found any keys on the bones. You had found old rusted weapons and remains of armor
Mhm.
and gear, but none of it was usable.
Right, so we could go back and do a second check just to make sure. But I'll go ahead and press him and say, so you've been in this room since then. Have
Yes.
you explored it all elsewise? Like these two doors here? Is there anything else you know about this dungeon that we might not? Or may have
I
heard or learned?
no, I didn't go down any of those doors. No, no, I was worried there was more rats, and so I kept my distance. There's no need to. I would not want to go into them. There could be rats or worse. There's much worse in this dungeon.
Much worse. You've seen worse?
Yes, there were skeletons that came alive and fought us. There were oozes that ate away the flesh of some of my companions. There were creatures that dissolved our very weapons. This dungeon is it was just a death trap for us.
Could you tell us where each of these encounters were?
There's it was so long ago. There was a room that was consumed in fire that killed one of my friends. He tried to just run across. He was so nimble and so quick, and the flames burned him alive.
Oh
There are
yes, I remember that room. It's a little bit too far for anyone to run across.
yes, there was a room above, far above, where there's an ooze, a creature, but I think we slayed it. It fought us hard. I could not imagine it would still be there. You think?
I wouldn't know. Well, actually, I might know with monster lore.
Let me see. It does sound with an ooze. If they defeated it, if they killed it properly, most likely it's dead. But I mean, if one ooze could get there, who's
Maybe
to say
there's
that
more.
maybe there's more. Exactly. There's several rooms up above with skeletons. There's I I would not trust a single skeleton unless you know for certain that it is one of your companions that has fallen.
I see.
Garciv wants to search the room. Just can I do
Okay.
a what would it be?
Okay.
Scrutiny or observation?
What are you looking for?
Just like a cursory look around, see if the key's like laying around somewhere in the room.
Yeah. You don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
You can do a cursory look around. I mean, he's got a silver key around his neck, but looking in the fountain and looking around the room, you're not seeing any other keys.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing else. I mean, aside from his little, collection of stuff that he has, there isn't anything more in this room.
Right. So I'll go ahead and turn to him and go, well, I thank you for all that you can tell us. If you're willing to give us the key, we can go ahead and continue our own expedition down here. And we are more than willing under any circumstance to bring you back up to the surface.
Oh, thank you so much. That is all I require. Please, I've been in here so long. Well, when I first came down here, it's all I wanted was to discover this treasure. I now see I was so foolhardy. All I want to do is escape. I just want to. Please, if I will give you this key, but just can you get me out?
Of course. Suresh and
Garciv,
I will escort you to the surface, and
hang on.
yeah.
Garciv grunts. No, he already down here. Let's take him with us.
No. We will escort you to the surface, and the three of you can stay here and see if you can find this golden key among those corpses here.
Mm.
By the time I return, you should be finished with that, and we'll continue from there.
Garsif don't agree. Garsif don't like this.
Come along then, and I'll look to the old man and wave him along, and Shresh and I will escort him. And
When,
the
Wait,
lot
let
will
me-
be sure to go one at a time across the bridge.
let me gather my stuff first. Let
Of
me gather
course.
my stuff. So he grabs it. He grabs all his books and he kind of starts wrapping it up in the tattered blanket he has. And he goes over to the fountain and he sips. I would not have survived without this. Can you feel it? And he looks at you, Garsif. Can you feel its effects?
Yes, feels good. Look out for the rats. There's some more beyond that other room. Look out for the rats.
Now that he's mentioning it, as you're no longer hungry or thirsty. You came in this room and you had been doing a little bit of activity and you had started to maybe work up a thirst and you've been down here for a while. It might be close to lunchtime. And now that he kind of mentions this, you're not feeling any of those things.
Okay. I wanna fill up my wine skin with it. Can I do that?
Yeah. You fill up your wineskin with this water.
Can you do an arcane lore on the water or no?
Yeah, now that he mentions it, you can certainly roll an arcane lore
I'll
check.
go ahead
Yeah.
and do one too.
All right, you with a 59, you easily passed a difficult check. Make sure to Cody to uncheck the opposed roll.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Falon, you now that he mentions it, and maybe you even take a sip and you kind of start thinking about it. It would take you some time to figure out the exact specifics of this fountain's magical properties, but you believe that there are certainly spells, mostly of divine nature, that could enchant a location to, heal hunger and sickness and thirst as well. I mean, it's water. It's going to cure thirst no matter what. You don't have to magically enchant it for that.
So does the statue then seem dedicated to any god? We have our Cupid here.
Does anyone have religion?
Wah wah. Nope.
So maybe it is, but since none of you have any religious knowledge, you don't know.
Well, I suppose it is perhaps true then. I don't think this looks like a malevolent deity. Look at it, it's adorable. Oh, have you finished getting your things?
I have it all. I'm ready whenever you are.
Good. Let us proceed.
Oh, okay.
And I will open the door.
All right. You open the door, and Macheni, have you been just sitting there on the
Standing on the edge of the
bridge?
bridge.
Standing on the edge of the bridge. Okay.
Yeah, just listening.
All right. So he starts making his way out, and who else is going to follow him?
It's going to be Sharesh at the very least, and we're just going to proceed one at a time across.
All right. And Willie, what about you?
I'm gonna get a water skin to fill this water.
All right. You're filling up this water,
Yes.
and Garciv, it looks like you're moving around to try each one of the doors.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to put you here by this first door.
Okay.
And as you guys move out into this room, you start making your way out. And Macheni, you've been, just kind of keeping your eye out and looking around. Since you've been out there this whole time, can you make make an average observation and listening check? All right, you succeeded the listening check, and you succeeded the observation check. So as soon as this, as you've been kind of waiting here, you've been hearing activity around you. With it sounds like several feet kind of moving through these tunnels, and you've had this feeling you've just been watched. And as soon as this door opens, light comes out, and you can start to see, and you can see, like, kind of waiting in some of these tunnels around the edge of the room are more of these giant rats. In fact, as the lawn starts making his way to the bridge, and Phineas and Suresh start making their way out, and Phineas is looking side to side, these rats all start making their move. So we have combat. So for initiative, what's going on? It looks like I need to reset my API.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're stuck on Garciv, who isn't even on the turn order?
Well, yeah, it's the turn order is up, and I hit my. Oh yeah, he's not up there. I hit start combat, and it.
Yeah, because Garciv is currently selected as being in the turn order, despite not being in the turn order.
Damn you, Garciv! All right.
The most special fighter ever.
No, he is special.
All right, so now that we're on initiative, with Phineas is going to roll a D12 because he is complete. Well, he's going to roll a. Oh, he doesn't even have a. He's going to roll a D10 because he's just so paranoid of these rats out here. Machete, since you were sitting there on watch and you made both your checks, you're on a D8. Garciv and Willie are going to be on a D12, and Thalon and Suresh are going to be on a D10.
Now, with
Okay.
you say I
I'm
have
an
a
elf, so I go to
D8.
D8.
Yeah, I was going to say, I go one better, so I'm a D6.
Exactly.
I'm not even in the room though.
0.
Because you can still get pulled into this combat here
Right.
if you
If we
would
shout.
like to. Yeah, if you shout, or if you're you're probably going to have a high initiative as it is. So you are eventually aware of this combat since the door is still open.
Yeah. My bad. Hang on.
So of the rats that are emerging, you see there 4 of them are about the same size that you fought before, where they're about Rottweiler size. But at the same time, another rat emerges. And this one right here looks, this is a big ass rat. While the others are somewhere in, maybe 10, 15 pound range, this guy's about 50 pounds. And it's got big fangs, maybe the size of daggers. And it pulls itself from this tunnel. It looks like it had a little bit of a difficulty even just navigating these rat tunnels themselves. And it snarls, and all the rats kind of scurry around it. All right. Initiative.
Yeah, let's check the order we got. Yep, rats are fast.
The massive.
All right. So,
Rats are
on
never surprised.
second one, this is where we have everyone just kind of moving and active. So, for Thalon, Phineas, and Suresh, you guys are just moving forward. So, Thalon, you're moving at a walk speed forward to the bridge, and Phineas is kind of following you. I'm going to say Suresh is going to wait until Phineas, and then we'll follow after him.
Yeah.
So on second one, Machete, these rats emerge from these tunnels in the wall, and you see them. What's going on?
Alright, so just to clarify, because I'm super always confused about this, the first moment of action, I've got the bow already strung because I was ready from the last fight, and I've been standing out here in the darkness listening to this shit.
Yes.
I still need to take 4 seconds or 6 seconds to aim.
Well, there's several things going on. So if you have your bow strung, then your bow's strong, and that's a great start. If you have an arrow out and notched, is that what you're saying you have?
Right, because again, I've been listening to this, and then these guys came out, so I think I would have been on the ready because I'm hearing shit moving around me.
So if you look on page 220, this is where this is all on the player's handbook on page 220. It's the special ranged firing timing considerations. So you have your bow out and you've already loaded it, which is 5 seconds of your weapon speed. 2 seconds of your weapon speed are drawing, and 1 second is firing. So if you've got your weapon loaded, would you say you have your weapon drawn as well?
What page did you say again?
220. I think it's page. Yeah, it says 220.
Yep, that's right.
On my PDF.
All right.
So it's the bows.
Yeah, I'm asking what the aiming.
Yep.
The aiming speed is.
Yeah. So the aiming speed is typically 4 seconds with 1 second to fire.
And quick draw negative modifier is.
So that is an interesting thing. Once you start buying special speed specializations for different weapons, you get to like kind of choose. Like they get broken down, kind of evenly if possible. So if it says if you're really into detail, any speed bonuses for specialization should apply equally to aiming, loading, and recovery, if any, in that order. So how many speed reductions do you have?
I double check. I think it's 2.
So you would have 1 second off of aiming and 1 second off for loading. So you're aiming.
All of my stuff for my my ranged thing is gone. Have you messed with the sheets lately?
That might have happened.
Yeah, my entire profile for my bow is now gone.
That might have happened.
Good thing to find out in the first second of combat.
That is you go down to fire your bow and it's disappeared. 1 second.
Crumbles apart into pixels. The illusion is shattered. The simulation is failing.
My laptop wasn't plugged in.
Let me figure everything out for my longbow again.
So.
But I guess you will be doing whatever amount of seconds that's going to take. But I guess you might also shout and alert everyone.
Well, let's figure this longbow shit out first, Griff. I know you want to keep it moving, but I want to figure out my shit too.
So it looks like what it would be is normally it'd be 4 seconds to aim and 1 second to fire. So normally you'd fire in 5 seconds if you have the bone loaded and drawn. But you have at least one speed specialization. And so at least one speed specialization. And I don't think you have 4 speed specialization. Am I correct in that?
I thought that I had 2, which is my problem here.
2 is totally fine because 2 will affect aiming and loading, and it won't affect aiming again. So you have 1 second off aiming and 1 second off loading. So normally it would take you 4 seconds to fire, or 4 seconds to aim and 1 second to fire itself. So you have 1 second off, so you could fire in 3 seconds of aiming and 1 second of firing. So if you delay 4 seconds, then your shot will go off on 4 seconds.
Sorry, what'd you say the base speed was again?
The base speed for aiming would be 4 seconds.
No, for a longbow. I thought you had said that. Sorry, I'm trying to put all the information back in here because
12, I believe.
I am the kind of stupid idiot that puts everything into the field and doesn't record it anywhere else. So I have to work off of memory here, which I don't remember how many points I put into attack, speed, damage. I know I bought the talents, but I only recorded them into the combat profile field. So
have you shot the bow before?
No. Remember last time I was confused in the same aspect, so I just lost my entire turn.
No, but have you ever fired it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I did not take any combat last time we played because I was confused in this very specific aspect. But I had the ranged combat profile up at the time.
Damn, because what we could have done is we could have searched through all the chat entries and then seen your bonuses and all that.
Because my thing is that I'd only listed it underneath the combat profile of the weapon because there was no other reason to write it anywhere else.
That is true. How do you spell your character's name again?
Masheny. Maschenny.
All right. Your name shows up 44 times in the chat log.
Yeah, I'm always talking bullshit while you guys are doing things.
I know. Jeez, you got a bunch of stuff going on.
Let's see, I got
All right.
crack shot, but I don't think that adds anything.
Yeah, it just add +1 to hit.
Yeah, okay, that's the +1 to attack then. Okay, that's a
Nope.
talent.
Yeah, you never even rolled to test out if your character's
Nope, I
attack.
wanted to keep it a good secret how good I am. Now it's a good secret how good I am. Greased lightning I have. That's +1 to speed. -1 to speed, rather.
All right. So while you're sorting that out, you should delay. I would suggest 4 seconds and then make your attack. And while you're sorting that out, everyone else can be moving and fighting and all that jazz.
Very
inconvenient.
inconvenient.
Oh, for a second I thought Dennis actually left, but he just blanketed his screen. I was like, the cameras.
Yeah.
All right. So on second one, this massive rat scurries forward. Did you want to do anything else? Yeah. Did you want to?
Yeah, sure. We have Melanie. Whatever. No. You've put me in a place, Ela. I'm going through this book now, trying to figure everything out again.
Right, I'm
On the
lowering
spot.
everyone's initiative. Yeah, I believe you had at least one specialization in each of them in attack and speed.
I know I had a -2 in speed, but I also bought the talent. So I'm thinking I'm at a 9 base speed, but I gotta go back to longbow to figure it out.
So
I don't know how this always happens, that I'm always trying to figure out my character stuff while we're playing the game. Despite anybody who knows me will know that I've spent an entire week or more minuscule details, everything.
He's always massively prepared, and then it always happens how
Something will happen, and I get all fucked
something
up.
has happened. Yep. So the rats basically use their turn to scurry forward, those of them that are prepared, and we're on to second 2. So on second 2, Thalon, you move, and this rat moves right here, and this rat. These rats are all moving up. They're moving up on in the world. Willie, so you're sitting over there by the fountain, starting to refill your water skin, and you hear just a shout from Machete, rats! And maybe you even turn, and you can see it looks like Phineas and Thalon are just kind of idle, just walking along. Can you see any of the rats? It does not look like you can at the moment using your vision. So you can't see any of the rats, but you hear the scream of rats. And it looks like no one else is reacting yet. What would you like to do?
I just get my weapon out and try to walk over.
Okay. Yeah, you can move 1 square since you're walking over. And
Yeah, I did it.
what weapon are you using? What weapon did you side with?
Well, I want to use pole arms, so I went to the pole arms thing, and I'm gonna use that. I can't pronounce.
Which one?
It's like Falkshire.
This one right here? I'll
Yeah.
put it in the chat.
Yeah, there you go.
No T. That's Did anyone else know off the top of the head before I butcher it?
Nope. I mean, I'm looking at the book. I don't know either.
I am not 100% certain. Make it as French as
Wall
possible.
card?
Fauchard?
Fouchard. It's a fouchard.
I like that.
It's a long baguette with a croissant.
It was like a
That's at
sickle
the end of
scythe
it.
combo.
Yeah. All right. So you've got a fouchard. Make sure to have you added that to your combat sheet yet?
I'm adding that now. Yes.
All right, so you're adding that. So you grab your fouchard as you put down your water skin and turn towards this. So just hit done 1 second. And we're on to second 3. So on second 3, we've got several interesting things going on. We've got, it looks like the only people acting are Willie and then several rats. So the massive rat is approaching Suresh, and so Suresh has her bow or maybe her broken scimitar out. Which one would you say there, Griffin?
Probably the broken scimitar.
Right. So she's got her scimitar out, probably held just a little bit wrong, as she's not quite skilled in it, and she's kind of just following Phineas and waiting her turn to cross. And maybe she even moves forward a step this turn, and this rat jumps like it scurried forward and leapt on her. So since she is currently helpless and unaware, two things are going to happen. One is she's going to roll a d8 for defense, just a flat d8. But she's also going to lower her initiative to 2 seconds after second 3. So regardless of if she gets hit or missed, her weapon speed is going to be delayed down to second 5.
Can only hope the giant rat rolls a 1.
You can only hope.
Oh, here's the
it did not. But
she
your
did
D8
her
is
absolute
penetrating.
best. Oh, it is penetrating.
It is penetrating.
So now I am rolling a 1d7 or...
Still a 1d8, but a 1d8 minus 1. All right. So your total is an 8. This massive rat got a 20, and so it's going to bite Suresh for 8 points of damage. So it scurries forward and leaps out and it sinks its teeth into her calf and inflicts a pretty mean wound on her.
I think her threshold of pain is 7.
But make sure to take into effect any armor she has.
I don't believe she has armor.
It does not look like she does. So she needs to make a threshold of pain.
Okay, so what are we rolling here? A d20?
Yeah, it looks like you're rolling a d20 and you have to roll under a 4.
Nope.
So she failed by 8, so she is going to be out for 40 seconds. So she will be able to act again on second 43.
Oh boy.
And then this rat's going to scurry forward and will attack Phineas. And here's his defense roll. He's not great in combat, but he's not aware as well. So he got hit.
The one
for
chance
3
he
points
had.
of damage. Yeah. So he's running forward, and a rat scurries out and nips him as he's moving forward. And this is the most awful scream you've ever heard. It's pain, it's terror, it's everything. And since this other rat is here, he's moving as well. Willie, you hear rats, you hear the scream of rats, and you don't see anything, so you turn around to investigate. And as you do, you see another little wiener dog rat run out and attack Phineas, and then you see a massive pit bull of a dog leap up of a rat leap up onto Suresh and bite her in the calf, and Suresh collapses in pain. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take the water with me.
Okay.
I'm going to go over to Suresh.
All right. So you can move at a walk or a jog. So a walk is 1 and a jog is 2 squares.
Oh, a jog. Can I go diagonal or no?
Yeah, you can go diagonal. And you could move 1 more square. So you could move even up to right here. There is a wall right here. So you could move there, but yeah, no worries. So you get to the entrance of the door. You've got your water skin in one hand, your fauchard in the other, and hit done. And this rat has already moved forward, and so we are on to second 4. So on second 4, we've got a lot of rats going on. We got Phineas and we've got Willie. Since you have the longest weapon here, if you do get engaged in combat, you're going to have the advantage as you have the reach. So what would you like to do first? We'll start with you.
All right. My weapon, it won't let me do the second thing. It grays it out for me. So I'm gonna try to get to the nearest rat.
It grays it out. Oh, the attack speed?
Yes.
Oh, that is because you have to first put in your weapon speed. So it doesn't know what to put there for weapon speed until. So your weapon speed is going to be 13.
So that'd be on the base speed, right?
Yep, under base speed is 13, and you also have a jab speed. So
8.
Yep. And then your defense is a d20 minus 4.